The next chapter which we are going to take is market. Market in economics means an arrangement where buyers and seller came in contact with each other to sell their goods and services and to achieve value for money. In market, from both point of view, there are four competitions which are very important. The first one is perfect competition, then monopoly, then monopolistic, and finally oligopoly. So, we are going to look at the features of all these competitions, starting with the perfect competition. First and foremost, that you should understand that perfect competition in real life is a myth. You cannot find perfect competition in real life. But yes, the similar example of perfect competition is vegetable market or the fruit market. So, let us look at the features of perfect competition. The first and foremost feature of perfect competition is their large number of buyers and large number of sellers. So, in your respective city that you know, if you want to buy vegetable, which market to be approached, there you can see large number of sellers selling vegetables and large number of buyers entering into market to buy the vegetables. The second feature of perfect competition is homogeneous goods. It means everyone is selling the same commodity. In vegetable market, everyone is selling potato, everyone is selling onion, everyone is selling lemon. So, the commodity which every seller is offering to the buyer, it is same, that is homogeneity. The third feature of perfect competition is free entry and exit. It means any seller can enter the market and any seller can exit from the market. So, there are no barriers or restriction to enter or exit from the market. The fourth important feature is perfect knowledge. In perfect competition, it is assumed that buyers and sellers have perfect knowledge about the market. That means seller knows, buyer knows what price he is going to offer, like what is the price of onion, what is the price of potato. So, no need to tell the buyer know exactly what the market is and what is the price of the product. The next point is perfect mobility of factors of production. There are four factors of production: land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So, in perfect market, in perfect competition, it is assumed that labor is mobile, labor can move from one place to another. So, there is perfect mobility of factors of production. The next feature of perfect competition is there is no transportation cost. It means it is assumed that the firm and industry is so nearby that there is no transportation cost involved. And why this assumption? To make the price uniform, because if transportation cost incur, then the price won't be uniform price. So, transportation cost is assumed to be not there. Then the last one is no intervention of the government. Since perfect competition actually follows price mechanism where the price is fixed by demand and supply, neither the buyer nor the seller fix the price. It is the market which fix the price, and market is not controlled by the government. So, no intervention of government in deciding the prices. The second type of competition which you see is monopoly. Mono means single and poly is a type of competition. So, monopoly is a place or a competition where there is only single seller and large number of buyers. Again, in India, there is no monopoly in any sector, but yes, government do have monopoly. For example, IRCTC, that is Indian Railway, is actually having a monopoly. So, if you want to travel by train, then you have no other option than Indian Railways. By bus or by plane, yes, you have many other options, but for train you do not have any option than Indian Railway. So, Indian Railway is creating monopoly in Indian market. So, what does it mean? The first feature, that there is single seller. So, if I want to travel by a train, I have to book ticket through IRCTC, and large number of buyers. Entire India travels through train. So, there are large number of buyers, but the seller is only one. The second feature is no entry for another seller, that is entry barrier. In monopoly, monopolist make sure that other competitor or other sellers should not enter in the market. For example, Indian Railway actually is a public sector undertaking governed by Government of India. No other business house has permission to start up their own railway or to lay down their own tracks for public transport. So, it is actually a monopoly created. So, that is barrier to entry, that no one can enter in the market. The third feature is control over supply and control over price. So, it is the Indian Railway which decide the price. Like in perfect competition, buyer and seller can bargain about the price, but while booking a ticket you cannot bargain with Indian Railway ki I do not want to pay this much. So, price is set up by the monopolist or the producer. Similarly, they have control over the supply. Like you must have seen कि in summer and winter vacation the frequency of train is higher rather than in off season, because they control the supply. Whenever there is a requirement, they supply more trains, or the frequency of trains are higher. Whenever there is no requirement, they can control the supply. This monopolist can do. Another feature is price differentiation, that is charging different set of prices from different people for providing maybe different services or providing the same services. For example, again we are taking the same example of Indian Railway. If I want to travel through Indian Railway, I have to pay by first AC I have to pay the full price. But if a senior citizen wants to travel, they get 50% discount all through the first AC. So the service they are providing is the same, but I am supposed to pay higher than a senior citizen because they have a discounted rate. So this is called as price discrimination, which is the feature of monopoly market. In monopoly, firm itself is industry. Since there are no competitor, no other product which is available in the market, so your firm becomes the industry. So these are the features of monopoly market. Moving to the next competition, that is called as monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition is the most exact or live competition which you can see in the market form. So whenever you go out for a shopping, all the things which you see on a rack, shopping rack, comes under monopolistic competition. All the advertisement which you see on the television comes under monopolistic competition. The features are as follows, that there are fairly large number of sellers and large number of buyers. It means the sellers of monopolistic competition are more than monopoly but less than perfect competition. So there are fairly large number of sellers in the market. What they are selling is actually not a homogeneous product, but yes, close substitute to each other. For example, let us look at the beauty soap category. So you can find Pears, you can find Dove, you can find Lux, you can find Liril, you can find Rexona, you can find Moti. So all these are close substitute, all comes under beauty soap category. So that is the feature of monopolistic competition. Third, there is free entry and exit. Any seller can enter the market and any seller can get out of the market. What is the another important feature is the selling cost. In monopolistic competition, the selling cost is very high. And why that is high? Because they invest a lot in advertisement. So they want to, if they want to acquire the market share, they need to advertise their product, and advertisement cost increase the selling price of the product. So selling price is very high in monopolistic competition. The another feature of monopolistic competition is the concept of group behavior. The group behavior actually described by Professor Chamberlain, where all the products comes under the same category. So different products but of same category. For example, we took the example of beauty soap, where we see Lux, Dove, Pears, Rexona, Liril and n number of soaps, but everyone comes under the same category, that is beauty soaps. If you are talking about the medicinal soap, then Dettol, Lifebuoy, Savlon all come under the Medimix, all come under the same category. So that is the concept of group behavior. The next competition is oligopoly, and it is the last competition in the market. The feature of oligopoly market is few sellers and large number of buyers. That means the sellers are less in number but buyers are huge. Example, oil producing countries. So there are very few oil producing country and entire world is their buyer. So that is example of oligopoly industry. The second is interdependence, that all the firms in the industry are interdependent on each other. So if one is raising price, everyone will raise the price of a product. If one is reducing the price, everyone will reduce the price of a product. So they are interdependent on each other. Third important feature is entry barrier. They do not let new competitor to enter their market. You must have seen the example of Jio in telecom sector. When Jio wants to enter telecom sector, all the other telecom providers actually slashed down their price to the lowest level so that Jio could not enter the telecom market, but Jio survived. So that is the feature of oligopoly, that they restrict the entry of other competitor. Then the next feature is lack of uniformity. Lack of uniformity basically means some firms are small, some firms are big. That means the overall production in some firms are less, while the overall production of some firms are more. And the last feature is uncertainty. So oligopoly market is very uncertain market. You never know when your friend will become your enemy. So the two firms which are combined together and sharing their business can become rival very soon. So these are the features of oligopoly market, and that concludes our chapter market.